everybody, welcome to Autumn Leigh at Home. I'm Autumn Leigh. Today I wanted to bring you along grocery shopping with me. I've had a bunch of people ask me how I use such a small budget for a family of 6 to go grocery shopping. Usually our groceries are about $125 a week for a full week of groceries. Now, with that being said, I was a little hesitant to bring you guys along and to share our grocery trip with you, and as well as my meal planning and meal prepping, only because a lot of times I don't do major extravagant meals for every meal. Usually I save those for the weekends where we do a bunch of different sides and that sort of thing, or do a little bit more involved cooking. This week in particular, again, I was hesitant because I wanted to pantry shop and be very diligent about using food that I already have in my pantry. And I did that this week and made my meal plan off of that. So my meals are not super fancy, but I wanted to bring you along on our shopping trip to Aldi. Right here is our first stop, and then later on we'll go to Sam's. This is our meal plan for this week. We're doing chicken salad or salad with grilled chicken on top or fried, either one. Ham and rice and vegetables, and that's country fried ham, so it's really thick slices of ham. And then the children always eat dinner at church on Wednesday, and then their aunt cooks for them every Thursday, which is very sweet of her. And then we're doing something simple on Friday because I will be working that day. And so I always like to try to do something simple for when I get home and my husband gets home, we can just do grilled cheeses. Then on Saturday for lunch, we'll do lo mein noodles. Dinner is burgers with sweet potato fries, and lunch on Sundays, cheese quesadillas, which is kind of similar to grilled cheese, so I may change that up. And then dinner is leftovers from the week. Before hitting up the grocery stores, my first goal is to pantry shop. I wanted to go around my pantry, and not only will this give me inspiration of ideas to cook for dinner, but also give me ideas of ways to utilize the foods that I already have that I don't want to go to waste, that we need to use up. So I have the broccoli and carrot that I can use for the lo mein that I need to use up, that I already have the lo mein noodles for, as well as sweet potatoes for a side dish. Aldi is up first. Lucy, do you want to go to Sam's today?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to get some icy?
Can we go?
Yes. You will see in one of my other videos that I did frugal living tips, and that was one of many of the things that I used today was shopping at Aldi, shopping my pantry first, shopping Aldi brands, looking to see what I have. And when I did my pantry shopping before I came here, I wanted to take advantage of items that I already had that I needed to use up, that I could create meals out of. So some of those ideas were when I saw the lettuce and I already had croutons and I already had all the other salad stuff, I realized that I also had meal prepped fried chicken for sandwiches for my husband and I this week, and we ended up making more than we needed, and I can put that on the salad. So that was a whole separate meal. My kids are so strange, and I love it because they absolutely love salad, and all I have to do is put the chicken on top, which made a whole meal right there that was not only healthy but also had protein in it, and it used up things that I already had here at the house. I ended up not having to buy anything, which was fantastic. So items like that I can create meals out of through my pantry without having to actually buy more items, and or only minimal shopping, largely helps reduce the budget and having to use up my whole grocery budget in one shopping trip. In full disclosure, one of those meals, the ham with the different sides, was a meal that we had last week that Brad's aunt had cooked for us, and we have a lot of leftovers from it. But again, that was the goal of this week, is to share our ideas and give you guys inspiration of ways that you can save money, but also eat healthy, save on your budget. And one of those things is just utilizing what you already have. We pretty much have an entire meal in our fridge that is leftovers that we just need to eat up and utilize that way. One of my other frugal living tips was to make a list. So after I meal prepped the plan of what we were going to eat this week and I wrote it down, I not only took about 5 minutes to look through my pantry real quick to see what ingredients we already had for those meals, I then made a list and took that list into the store with me and tried to shop mainly only from that list. I did get a couple of items that I ended up splurging on, like I was not planning to get quite as many chips as I ended up getting. However, that list helps me to stay on track and also decrease the budget by a good bit. With using the list and even buying a few things off the list, I still only spent $81.81. I could then use the extra $45 at Sam's Club. We just finished at Aldi. I ran some of the cold groceries home real quick, and now we are at Sam's. So we are about to go in. I'm gonna grab gas real quick because that is the way that I save money as well, because when you get gas here at Sam's, not only is it 20 to 30 cents cheaper per gallon, you also get Sam's bucks that I can also use while I'm shopping at Sam's. So it saves me money. I drive for work, and so I use a lot of gas, and I fill up my tank at least once a week. So it's really nice to be able to say hi, Lizzie. It's really nice to be able to use that and do that. So I'm gonna grab that real quick and then we get to head inside. We just arrived at Sam's, and now Lucy, are you excited to get icy? Yeah. So we're gonna run in, eat some pizza, grab an icy, and have our little lunch date that we get to do normally. And then we're gonna grab what I'm typically get from here is meat as well as toilet paper. I usually like to do a big Sam's run about once every 2 to 3 months. It has been 2 months. However, I'm not ready to do a big run yet. So I'm just gonna get some essentials that we need that are cheaper to buy here in bulk than they are to buy other places, and enjoy our lunch date together. So I will join you inside. My typical budget for about a week for the 6 of us is $125, give or take. Sometimes I go a little over, sometimes I go way under. And that all depends on what leftovers I have from the week before, or when I pantry shop, what all I can find to use and turn into other meals. And that is my biggest goal, is to inspire you guys to utilize what you have. That way you're saving money and you're not wasting that food that either was made previously that can be used into leftover or turned into leftovers and used for another meal. So a lot of times that's what I do for my sides too. If I have sides from a previous meal, we do a lot of meat in threes because that helps with our dietary requests and needs for our family, so everybody can get whatever dietary needs that they have. Here I was looking at the chicken. I ended up getting it, but I think it actually was cheaper if I had bought it at Aldi this time, but that's okay. I went ahead and got it because I needed it. And we also need sliced cheese, and my husband prefers this name brand, so that's why I went with this instead of the Aldi name brand, even though the Aldi one is way cheaper. Wanted to treat my husband to already pre-padded out burgers, even though I think it would have been cheaper if we had not done that. So I could have saved more money doing that. However, again, sometimes that's choice of splurging just a little bit because I had it within the budget. Even though I went over the budget with some of these items like the toilet paper and chicken, the toilet paper and chicken large pack of chicken are going to actually last us for a few weeks. So if I were to divide that up among a few weeks, then ultimately that would bring me back within budget, and it ends up evening out over time. All right, so we are finished at Aldi and at Sam's, and I hope that this helped you guys. I know it may not work for everybody the way that we do it, but it works for us, and it's a routine that we get into. And ultimately, I think that's the best thing that you can do for yourself, is just finding a routine that works for your family. And every month you can find little ways to save money again, and all those little things add up to a whole lot. So I hope this helped. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. Please like, subscribe, and share down below, and I hope to see you guys next time.